That is right. Hey guys, how's it hanging? It is Eric, Blue Jay here, and welcome back to another Friday. We are back on the KADOKAWA channel on YouTube, and it looks like right here, 6 hours ago, we have a couple of cuckoos season 2 anime trailer once again, but this time for episode 9 of season 2. So let's get into this video, but before we do, if you are new here, just consider leaving me a subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it, and like the video to push us on out into that YouTube algorithm. Oh boy, it is getting close here, man. As we know, A Couple of Cuckoos season 2 will only have 12 episodes. Right here we are on episode 9, so after this point, there's gonna be only like 3 episodes left, and obviously episode 9 is coming out in a few days on Tuesday, so I thought we should definitely go on ahead and check out the anime trailer right here and see what do we have in store. Let's go. Alright guys, here we go. It looks like we are opening up here with Erika. I don't know what she's doing. Something with her hands though. Making maybe a pose or something. We'll have to see, but obviously we're gonna leave a like here. And shout out again to every single early commenter that we have here supporting A Couple of Cuckoos within the first 6 hours of the video being live, I mean, but we have it full screen right here, and I cannot wait to go on ahead and check this out. So I know what this episode is going to entail, but obviously we're going to keep that under wraps until we talk about the contents later in the video. So let's go on ahead and press play. Let's do this. Erika! Okay. Dude, there's Ai! She looks amazing in her Chinese dress. The aura around Hiro. You're taking Sachi away. Oh, there's that! Oh, I was excited to see that. I didn't know if it was gonna be here, but, well, I guess it is here now. Oh, there's Nagi. He tripped. He tripped. Oh, that's a killer shot right there. I like that. Nagi, or Sachi. Oh! Guys, what is happening right now? Well, I know what's happening. But seriously though, what is happening? So here we go guys, we're gonna go check on out the trailer right here, but we're gonna talk about the scenes this time. Obviously this part of the video is going to be heavily spoiler territory, so if you'd rather go into season 2 blind, I would recommend, not watching the video after this point right here, right now. So yes, for those of you who do not know, in the previous episode 8, there was a fake wedding ceremony. Yes, a fake wedding ceremony being held for Nagi and Hiro. Why? Well, there is a pamphlet that needs to be created. Well, it's already created, but it needs to be updated to a little more modern tense and all that kind of stuff for Megiddo Shrine. And they needed some people to pose as a bride and a groom. And Nagi and Hiro sort of begged and pleaded for Mr. and Mrs. Sagawa to allow them to pose as such. And obviously we have a lot of local people within the city to pose as background people for the photos. People like Erika, Sachi, Ai, and a lot of other local people around town. So that explains why we have Erika here, we have Ai here, and obviously they're all dressed up because they are attending a wedding after all. This is our first look, sort of, at Ai. She is wearing her Chinese dress. We did sort of see this in the previous anime trailer. I'm pretty sure she was also in episode 8, but I have not seen episode 8 yet. But yeah, in the anime trailer sort of sphere, we sort of saw a little bit of this, but it was sort of like cut right here, so we couldn't see anything like below her neck. But I could tell about, like, from the collar area that, yeah, that's her Chinese dress that we are going to be expecting to go on ahead and see within this season and its content. So here's a better and more full look of that. It looks like she's eating one of the snacks here. Over here looks like we have Hiro, and she's I don't know, she's angrily I guess staring down Ai. And as you can see by the blue on Ai's right shoulder, she is still wearing her Chinese dress, so that's pretty cool to see. If I recall, I'm pretty sure this is where Ai had proposed a sort of truce going on with Hiro. And if you guys remember, I think it was episode 4, maybe, wherever the game of darts were, I forget, I think it was episode 4, but the point is, in that episode, I did say to Erika, you, as in Erika, is not my biggest, like, rival or opponent right now. It's actually Sachi. And then she pointed directly at Sachi, and she's like, me? So, she's sort of reiterating that fact here to Hiro. She's asking for a truce between herself and Hiro. And she's telling her that Sachi is both of their biggest foes, standing in front of them, holding them back against what is, I guess, rightfully theirs, that being Nagi, of course. So that's pretty interesting to see. And speaking of Sachi, we have this right here. So this is sort of her in the altar area of the chapel, or shrine rather. She is sort of pleading that she wants her big brother back. And as you can see right here, this is Nagi over here on the right. He is dressed up in the like shrine sort of uniform wedding thingy, and he's sort of taking Sachi away. So for those of you who do not know, Sachi has barged in to this wedding. I cannot wait to see this come to fruition. I think it would have happened in the previous episode 8, but either way, this is him taking her away, which is very interesting to say nonetheless, taking her away. But either way, she does say, stop the wedding. And this right here, it's hard to tell, but this is towards something else. So okay, I like how they're actually trying to make it. Dude, I like the detail on the neck collar thingy for Erika. That looks amazing, holy crap. But it's supposed to make it look like this is a reaction to this right here, but it is not actually. It is actually, this right here is actually a reaction to this right here, and holy crap, man, this is going to be huge. This is going to be massively dramatic for the, well, everybody, I guess, in the situation right here. Okay, this is Erika. She's sort of sleeping here. Let's see, something. Oh yes, this is actually in the, I think if I recall, this is in the Umino household, and Erika is still staying with them for like a couple more days, if I recall, because as we can see Nagi here, he is actually still at the shrine. This is the aftermath, obviously, of the Yu-kun arc, and all they need to do right now is sort of complete that 2-week quarantine separated from each other, so the media and news outlets don't sort of spread any sort of misinformation and any gossip around that the characters do not want to go around in the public space. So this, I think, is Erika. She's sort of asking to Sachi while they're both sleeping, like, why did you do what you did? And if I recall, I'm pretty sure Sachi did say, well, I guess confess to Erika, saying that she did it on purpose, but like, please don't tell him, sort of thing, if I recall. So within this episode 9 right here, it does look like this will be covering the last days of separation in quarantine, because right here, this is actually a scene. I know you can't tell because of the white background for effect, but in this area of this frame right here, this is actually in the Ami-Umi house. So they do go home in this episode, and I'm pretty sure, yes, I think in this episode they might even end off on this, but I hope they do actually. So there's actually going to be a lot of spit takes in this episode here. And like, I don't know, there's probably like 5 spit takes or something. I don't even remember. There's probably 3. I know there's a comedy rule of 3, but I don't know. For some reason I remember there being like 4 or 5, but everyone seems to have a spit take here, which is awesome. And I think Erika's at the very, well, like the very last spit take possible to see. I think Erika's definitely gonna be the funniest, because for those of you who do not know, they're going to play a prank on Erika, and by they I mean Nagi and Sachi. So judging by this scene right here, they're going to play a prank on Erika, saying, actually, we are going to get married and all this kind of stuff. But yeah, that makes her spit take, and then she spits her drink all over Nagi, and he just nonchalantly and smiling, like, while wiping his face down. But yeah, I can't wait to see that. It's gonna be absolutely hilarious, man. So okay, this I'm also really interested to see right here. So this right here is Nagi. He is sort of cleaning the floors of the shrine, and I know it doesn't look like it, but this actually comes right after this scene right here that I have highlighted on the timeline. It comes sort of soon-ish after that, so Nagi is actually contemplating over like the whole day prior to this sort of stuff. So he did get kissed by Sachi, and as we should know as the audience of the manga, rather, she did do that on purpose. And I guess he can sort of feel that intentionality, if that is even a word, in Sachi's kiss. So he's wondering right now, thinking about Sachi, is this pure love or is this forbidden love and all that kind of stuff? And he just can't focus on a task right here. So what? Oh yeah, this right here is right after Nagi pulled Sachi out of the altar and all that kind of stuff. And what? Oh, he fell down here. That's right, because yeah, this is right here. He was thinking of pure love or forbidden love, as you can see. So, oh my god. So we have Ai here. She's sort of, I guess, bent over, sort of yelling at somebody. I don't know who this is. Might be Erika. Nah, it can't be. They're good friends now. Well, yeah, they are good friends now. But I don't know what. I don't actually remember what she's sort of yelling out here. But yeah, here we have. I do like this shot here. It comes right after. Let's see, this highlighted scene right here on the timeline. It comes pretty much directly after this, and I love the lighting on this area. Holy crap, man. Look at, the background has that perfect blur that I absolutely love. Perfection in its finest when it comes to the artistic visionary passion put into the second season. But yeah, the lighting hits the characters just right. The front facing shading, absolutely phenomenal. I wish I had that kind of talent, but it always comes out weird whenever I draw a character with a like sort of front-facing shading. So I love to see it whenever I see it, man, and I do hope to get better one day. And this kind of looks funny. I don't remember the context for this specifically, but obviously it does come around this scene right here. Judging by the background, obviously, but it appears that Sachi has a mug in her hand, and she's like, I guess, angrily drinking it or something like that. That's so funny. She's, I don't know, angrily drinking. That's funny. I could honestly see that as like a gift or something. And obviously right here, we have the last two scenes of the trailer right here. And yeah, I remember reading this in the manga. I absolutely love the content that whatever foul this was happened to have covered. But I did not see this happening whatsoever. Like, if anything, I expected to like see like Hiro kiss Nagi here. I don't remember. I know all the girls here had a special sort of photo and moment with Nagi right here, because this right here was supposed, well, is actually all of them, and they were like posing for like a photo for the pamphlet. So they're all sort of sharing Nagi, which I absolutely love seeing that. But like, I don't remember if anybody kissed him. I might be wrong. I don't think anyone did. That's why everyone would have been so shocked when Sachi did so. But yeah, I don't think anyone did. I think Sachi is the only one that did end up kissing him. Oh my god, and they cut it right before the lip contact. Or, yeah, I think it was lip contact, but dude, that looks absolutely spectacular. And as I said before, this scene right here comes right before this scene right here. This is everybody's reaction, as I said earlier, to what we're seeing on screen right now. This is gonna cause a huge dramatic pull between everybody here, and that's what I said earlier about between Hiro and Ai. In this scene sort of right here, I think, this is where Ai's like, you and I are not each other's rivals, it is actually Sachi. And that is going to be very interesting, especially for, well, actually both of them, because Ai and Sachi are childhood friends, and Hiro to Sachi is, she is currently tutoring Sachi right now. So that's going to be very awkward. And again, in like maybe season 3 content, there's going to be a huge disconnect between Sachi and Hiro, and there's a certain reason for that. It might be covered in a potential season 3, maybe not, maybe even it'll reach for season 4 content where that may take place. But either way, my fingers are like the hardest crossed ever to the point where they'll ache for future seasons for A Couple of Cuckoos. So, and I'll do man, I'll do whatever it takes, man, to get another season of this stuff. Oh my god, absolute favorite. So last scene right here, we do have Nagi sort of patting Sachi's head. This obviously comes right, I think, after here. This, what I'm highlighting here. So I guess Sachi is sort of like letting her heart out to Nagi, saying like, I don't want anybody to take you away, I want to spend more time with you because you're my big brother and all that kind of stuff. And Nagi hears that, and he sees that, and he's sort of showing that he knows how she feels, and you know, he still cares about her as a little sister and all that kind of stuff. And this actually comes obviously before she kissed him, so that the kiss comes a little after this, so it's on the same day, but you know what I mean. But yeah, guys, that's it. That's episode 9's trailer right here. It's coming out in a couple of days onto Crunchyroll on Tuesday, so if any of you guys are interested in checking on out the aftermath of episode 8, obviously, then we have a couple of days to go on ahead and wait. I think I'm on episode 6 right now. Yeah, I think I am on episode 6 currently. That's within smack dab in the middle of my favorite arc within the show, or I guess the franchise actually, the Yu-kun arc, so I'm absolutely enjoying that. The next episode after where I'm at right now, I'm also going to absolutely adore. I think, yeah, episode 9 is going to wrap up the pamphlet area within the story, from the looks of it, especially if my theory is correct where they're going to end off. So yeah, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, let me know, leave a like rating on the video. Thank you so much for supporting the channel in that way, and A Couple of Cuckoos as well. I really do appreciate the support, so thank you. And yeah, subscribe for more A Couple of Cuckoos videos from me. And yeah, with all that in mind, I will most certainly hope to see you guys in the next video. Stay fresh.